Just waiting for all the social media platforms to get started. And here we are. Yesterday, the entire internet cut me down yet again, so was not able to complete. So we thought, why not really make the most of it? Whenever we want to grow in life, we need certain systems and processes and principles. And today's episode number 45, we are going to decode all of it. All I want you to do is stay till the end. Let's walk through what all we have discussed so far yesterday. We went deep into how the cohort is designed, how we are stepping up before the session, after the session, during the session, the one-to-one, the leaderboard, all of those things are shared. And the whole objective of putting it out live and recording it live over here was to make you realize I consciously try and ensure that I'm as raw, honest as possible. And that's the way I like to record, whether it's a micro course, whether it's a video. Yes, I will be having my own topics, but at the end of the day, the camera can change, the backgrounds can change, the quality of the video can change. There can be more edits that comes in, but then I don't want to lose the natural essence, which is me actually recording something heartfully. Because this is exactly the way that I am if we meet in person. Now, I'll tell you very honestly, over the last 5 to 7 years, I've had the blessing of meeting some of the best in the country, if not the planet. Even across the planet, also, I got a chance to speak to a few of them. What I felt was I resonate the most with people who are exactly who they are. As in, the person I'm seeing on video is exactly the person whom I'm talking to. There's no difference as such. Now, with the point of putting content out publicly and a lot of people getting to see exactly what you are doing, it becomes slightly weird when you see that you're meeting a completely new person, when you're meeting them face to face. Now, I didn't want to be that person. Forget about others, not for myself. And that's pretty much the reason why all of these things is what I'm guiding you through one step at a time. It's not just to tell you, but I want you to kind of prepare you as well, because at the end of the day, I know at some point of time you are going to understand the significance of why you need this cohort. And if seats are there, you will also sign up at some point of time. So today, again, we are going to go through the step-by-step process of understanding a couple of very interesting concepts. We will first cover what we did not cover yesterday, and then I want to kind of reshoot a few of the other points, which are again going to be short videos. And the way that I do it is right now this is being live streamed, but in Zoom there is an option for me to record. So the way that I like to record content for my courses as well is I open Zoom, I start a recording, end the recording, and then again start a recording, end the recording within that one meeting itself. The moment I finish the meeting, everything gets processed in a sequential order in the folders. Okay, so all I need to do is just rename the files and the videos are ready to upload. And because I don't really edit that much, maybe a little bit of before and end, little bit of cuts and all, or I want to add some subtitles, all those minimal edits is what I usually do. But it's majorly the videos are uploaded exactly as it is. My energy itself takes all the magic that a video needs. Now, obviously, later will I get editors in my team and ensure that editing is happening? For sure, I will definitely do it, but it's going to happen phase by phase. I want to start raw. I want to start exactly the way that I am at this present point of time. So with that, let's get started. So we're going to talk about the ground rules, okay, which is exactly the point where the internet chopped off yesterday. So we'll start from there. Got a very weird allergy since morning. No idea why, but here we go. Now, Before we get started, I want you to be very, very crystal clear about the ground rules. And these ground rules, can we all agree that if we want to play a game, win a game, have fun, enjoy, then there are certain rules that we all must follow. That way, everyone is in sync, everyone is aligned. So, can we agree on that? Yes. So, with that, let's get started with the ground rules. Again, I'll get to my mind map, and here you will be able to see. So, we're going to cover 4 aspects over here. Just one moment. Yeah, we'll cover 4 aspects over here. The first are the foundational principles, the promises that we have for you, the promises that we need from you. That's the commitment. And finally, the ultimate 360-degree transformation process. This is the ultimate thing that I have learned over the last 7 years. I'm literally going to give you chocolates to eat right now. So the first important thing, I want you to really absorb all these points as I'm guiding you through one by one. Okay. The first is, if you are on time, you're actually late. In India, the majority of the places wherever I have been, I have seen growing up, the trains will leave 2 to 3 minutes late. The flights will depart 2 to 3 minutes late. But as I have grown up, I've realized the teachers who are on time, leave on time, are respected the most, including the professors. The trains and flights have slowly started uh, departing on time, reaching early, and they started getting more appreciations. When I am showing up every single day for wherever I've worked before time, I command the respect of my colleagues, the seniors. Every single thing is noticed. So when you're here in the cohort, I want you to show up exactly 15 minutes before, and that's the time that you should set for yourself. Only then you will be able to reach on time. The second, focus is your most valuable asset. The 30-day journey that we are going to go through, there's going to be a lot of such steps that we will be walking you through. There are some steps which you have to do alone. There are some steps you have to do with your team, some steps that you have to do together with us in the live session. I want you to understand that only when you focus on taking that action step, let's just say it's a live session, you just have to show up. That's the only thing you need. Everything else is on me and Yogeshwari. So your focus is going to determine how much you can extract from this entire journey throughout the next 30 days. Number 3, systems work, people fail. When when we were creating this cohort, we wanted to design something that works. Works as in, that works universally for everyone. I've been a part of so many communities right now. At this point of sharing this, more than 22 to 23 communities I'm already a part of. And every community, I observed that only 1 or 2 of them have created a system that works for people. Now, not every system is going to work for everyone. I agree on that. But I want you to understand that we have designed the system in such a manner that the system is going to work for you if you let it. And in case if it doesn't work for you, and that's because you did not commit to the system. Because systems work, people fail. We have not used the system the way that it should work for us. We didn't put in that efforts to find that entire thing out. I want you to play at 110% here. Fourth, you look at some of the greatest coaches and mentors on the planet. It's so difficult to reach out to them over a call, over a message, over a mail and all. Yogeshwari and I have committed in this path so that we can experience that proximity with you, and you can experience the same with us. Because proximity is power. Just by being in the session with us, you will get an experience of how you will elevate your energy, you will elevate your confidence, you will elevate your skill set just by showing up. It's not just the same with us, it's with your team members as well. It's with the people within the cohort as well. We are going to hold each other's hands, and we're going to walk through this adventure so that we achieve that power. The next one, knowledge is potential power. Implemented knowledge is real power. Now, this is again by Tony Robbins. I'll tell you, I'm the biggest culprit with respect to this particular point. I've read some of the greatest books on the planet. I've been through some of the greatest courses, both abroad as well as India. And yet, at this point of time, right now, when I'm sharing this with you, I will not say that I'm too successful. And that's because all I had was the knowledge. It's only when I started implementing it, as in putting content out, sharing videos, going live every single day, and I started getting feedback from people. There were times when some of the lives were zero views, zero people watched it. Forget about commenting on it, zero people watched. And yet, slowly, slowly, one step at a time, when I look back, like at this point of time when I'm sharing this with you, the last 28 days, more than 250 people have watched my daily lives in YouTube, which means I'm feeling that, oh, my views are just getting single digit, but it's not single digit anymore. Are you able to understand the power of just sharing and implementing your knowledge? 250 people is like literally an auditorium that is filled with people who are watching my stuff, which is out there in the internet. People can watch whenever they want, and these are eternal concepts that work every single time. That's what I want you to keep in mind. It's not just that you learn, you implement and will make sure that you do it. That's how the sessions are designed. That's how the 30-day journey is designed. It's 20% of learning knowledge. Again, we're not giving you anything new. We are just helping you take that first step, which will help you to implement again. The rest of the 80% is full-fledged implementation. And that's what you need to keep in mind. Okay. I was asked this question. What is important in order to achieve success? Is the journey important? Is the destination important? But then finally, the answer is none. It's the company. So I want to talk about two very interesting things here. First, the company, as in Yogi Surya, the brand, Yogeshwari, the brand, in case if you watched Yogeshwari and you're here, Suryadeep, the brand, if you watched Suryadeep's content and you are here, or Sunsden, the company that we have. It also includes the people who are with you. So if you look at the way we have designed things so far, the fact that you are here, you're watching me and you're listening to me and you're probably immersing and absorbing into whatever I'm sharing, there is some part of you that's able to make you realize and convince yourself deep inside, I think I'm in the right place with the right people, guided by the best, who not yet probably the best, but they work hard as they are the best on the planet, learning from the best on the planet. So I want you to know that you are in safe hands. At the same time, you are also with the right set of people. And that's when you will experience the real joy. That's why I'm so particular. Just by showing up, you're going to experience joy. The final thing, this is the most important one. First, we have to consciously set our habits. So Yogeshwari and I, what we've been doing ever since, like right now recording this, we've been going live every single day on social media. We've been initiating our workouts, badminton practice, eating healthy, reducing and completely cutting down on junk. Slowly, slowly making these micro changes in our life, which are again micro habits. In your case, right now, the fact that you're in this journey, your micro habit is you have to share whatever it is that you're going through with the world through this 30 days and beyond. If that happens, your habits are going to make you, as in just by showing up and creating content, you'll get better opportunities, you'll get the promotion, you'll build a brand, you will start sharing stuff with the world will start noticing you, you'll start having followers, you'll start teaching people, you'll start building a community. So many endless possibilities. And again, just by you being with us, you will get to see what these habits are creating within us, Yogeshwari and I. What impact is it creating in us? And that way, you'll be convinced that what we are sharing is exactly what we are walking through, and you are also going to get the same success as well. Now, keeping this in mind, let's move ahead with the promises that we have from our end. This is what we are promising. And this is why we are very, very confident that this is definitely going to work for you if you allow it to work for you. The moment you start up, we are giving you 12 plus self-reflection warm-up adventures, detailed reports that I have already discussed, which you will see right below under this video as well. a series of guides just by going through that process as a warm up. Mind you, we haven't even started the 30-day challenge yet. That itself will give you so much of knowledge about yourself, which you probably have never, ever, ever, ever have experienced. And when we meet in the one-to-one, we are going deep into that as well. When we meet in the sessions, we will get to know about you so much more because we will also be reading your reports. Again, everything remains confidential between you and us. That's all. Okay. Then 6 action-packed workshops. Every action-packed workshop includes proper immersive techniques and methods that is installed inside of you. So we don't really look at it as workshops. We look at it as installations. Just by being there, again, you don't take any notes or anything. Everything is given to you. Just by being there, you absorb it all. 7 impromptu speech practices. You will learn how to speak, organize your thoughts, speak in front of a group of people on the go. 7 such sessions live during the 30 days. Okay. 8 prepared speech practice. Prepared impromptu speeches are 1 minute. Prepared speeches are 5 minutes. So you learn on the go in the session itself how to organize your thoughts without any notes, without any PPT, without writing or scripting anything. You will learn how to organize your thoughts beautifully, craft a proper speech for 5 minutes, present it in front of a group of people, and enjoy the evaluation, the feedback, the appreciations that you're going to get. 11 specific evaluation practice, which means you will learn how to give constructive feedback, how to give appreciations. You learn how to really observe a speech, how to come up with exact points of improvement for yourself, for the others, how to just observe and learn, adapt and learn. 11 such sessions. You would have created 28 videos minimum. We have taken it to 30 as well. While you are in that 30-day journey, just by being in the 30 days, you will learn how to make 28 videos. It will be ready. Like you'll have it ready. It will be posted in that private group where we are. You will get your 30 personal stories true, which means incidents and experiences from your life which are exclusively unique to you. Every single time when you share it with the world, you will be able to inspire them. You're not going to copy material from anywhere. It's going to be your, truly yours experience. And that's when things become far more unique. Now, will you agree with me that you have a different set of experiences in your life so far? I have different set of experiences, and we can learn from each other. This is what will help you to craft it all together in a very, very organized manner. 4 mentoring sessions. So the fact that you have been a part of you signed up for this journey, we wanted to give you pretty much like everything. Each of the mentoring sessions are designed one-to-one in such a manner where we will make you ready to speak just by understanding who you are and the way that you're showing up. So when you show up, you take 1 steps, we take 10 steps. That's how it is. Okay. 1 stage ready speech, which means in days, we will be having a flagship event every month, which is called as Own Your Stage. In Own Your Stage, you will stand right there and you will speak in front of our audience, the most loyal audience, the people who've been watching Yogeshwari's content, my content. We will be inviting all of them into this celebration where we will be celebrating you. You will be standing there and delivering that world-class talk. And finally, once the celebrations are done, you've already spoken in front of people, we will be having a soul-blowing convocation day. And that is after the 30 days. Okay. So this is when we will be giving you special gifts and awards. And all of these details will be shared only at the end of the 8th session. So I don't want to give any spoilers on how the convocation is going to look like, but it's going to be a soul-stirring experience, that's for sure. Now these are the promises that we have made. Now these are the promises that we need from your end. And I really want you to write down below, I commit. Because every single time you commit, please note that you're making a promise not just to us, but most importantly to yourself. And these are very, very simple promises. And promise is such an important thing because when you make a promise to yourself and you keep it, right, it stacks up, it stacks up, it stacks up. And as promises get stacked up and fulfilled, your self-esteem increases. Your ability to increase your intuition increases. Your Attraction muscles increases, law of attraction. You begin to manifest things like never before. And here's another very important thing. How many times have you been lied to? You've been cheated, you've been betrayed, you've been befriended, you were told something and you were not given something. Have you experienced any of these things? I have. Yogeshwari has. Now we had two options. One, we are going to curse, we are going to blame, we're going to complain, we're going to play victim, we're going to do all of those things to become that state where people feel pity on us and they help us, and they're like, oh my god, they are going through so much of struggles. That's one part of it. The other part of it, every single thing that I did not get, I'm going to be a source of it for the world. And that's the fundamental thing that I need from you as well. Today, if you are already feeling the fire, if you're already having a good experience, it's only and only because of all the not so good experiences that Yogeshwari and I went through. And we promised ourselves that even if we are working with one soul, okay, there have been batches where we worked with one soul. So Yogeshwari and I participated together. That's how we started out. So I want you to know that you are in a place which values every single moment throughout this 30 days and beyond. It's a journey where we are connected for life. And for that to happen, we need these promises from your end. Very, very simple promises to keep. The first, you have to commit for the next 30 days. Commit to just showing up and doing what we are telling you. That's all we need. You will see the magic that's going to unfold. Every session, whenever it's signed up, accept the invite, join by 6:45, join early if possible, because so that we can have some informal interactions as well before the actual session starts. Play at 110%. Now, I really want to do this with you before I move forward. I want you to do this activity with me right now, okay? Do you want to achieve success while being the happiest version of yourself or not? Raise your hand. Okay. You've raised your hand. Okay. Now, probably you raise your hand like this. You raise your hand like this. You raise your hand like this. Okay. Wherever that you raise your hand, can you stretch yourself a little more and raise your hand to the fullest? So right now the camera is getting chopped, but my hand is pretty much raised, and you can already see I'm stretching my body also a little bit. Every single human being on this planet are always playing at that minimum threshold potential. As in, the bare minimum I need to do in order to get the job done. In the workplace, do whatever is necessary to ensure that the salary is coming in. In studies, growing up, school and college, study bare minimum so that you get 60%, 70%. That's what I did. Same thing for anything that we do for that matter. And then that becomes our normal habit. So much so that right now when I'm telling you to raise your hand, you know, right? How much of the hand raise did you do, isn't it? But then again, if you decide to stretch, guess what? You can add that additional 10%. And that's what we need in these 30 days. I don't want you to play at 100%. I want you to stretch yourself slightly more and play at 110%. Every session, whenever you join, you will get to see Yogeshwari and I playing at 120%. It's not even 10%. The way we design things, the way we structured things, the way we show up, the way we present. When she is presenting, I'm the most active student. When I'm presenting, she's the most active student. And that's the collective synergy that we need in order to ensure that 1 plus 1 doesn't become 2, it becomes 11. Now imagine the maximum number of people we can hold in one batch is 20. Although we are kind of increasing it phase by phase. We started out with 1. Can you imagine 1? That's how we are looking at things. Okay, I didn't want you to hear me sneeze. Okay. So play at 110%. Okay. Submit your honest feedback at the end of each session, which means at the end of each session, we will be sharing with you a detailed Google form where we will ask you to rate the session, to share the challenges that you faced. What are the improvements that you need? We want you to be as detailed as possible, because until and unless you give feedback, we will not be able to improve the next time. Yes, everything might seem perfect, but We will also train you again step by step how to give feedback as well. But please, please, please give your heartfelt, honest feedback. It's not just improving your batch, it's also improving the experience, the overall experience for the next session. It's your responsibility to do so. Okay. Finish every single play task. Between one session and the next, in the session, you join us, just show up, we will make you do everything. But between the two sessions, it's you and your team. All we ask is just 5 to 10 minutes of your every single day. Maximum it'll take is 12 minutes. We've tested it, we've tried it out. 12 minutes is the max it takes. Now, if you're telling me that you don't have 12 minutes after signing up for this, well, maybe this is not the right place for you. You have to reconsider it, and that's why we're asking you to commit. Accept all the invites, show up for the play tasks, do it. Do it as per your own convenience. In fact, in session number 1, we will be scheduling this entire speak to lead time in your calendar so that you can commit to it and you'll keep getting reminders. What gets scheduled gets done. Make sure that you finish your play tasks. Submit the videos, which means every single time you are we are doing any particular session, the way that you do it is by speaking, isn't it? We are here to speak. Only when we speak, the more we learn. So you have to submit the videos in the private groups where we guide you through. We will be guiding you step by step what to do, how to do. In the first session itself, we will do it. All of those things are going to be organized, but you have to do it. Okay. It's not just about submitting your video. It's also about commenting on others' videos. I'm just going to put this here. And yeah, I think this is what it looks like. I think I forgot to just put the entire mind map thing, and that's okay as well. Are you able to see? I'm making mistakes and I'm right now fixing it and I'm correcting it in front of you. Again, I'm telling you this because I want you to know that if you don't make a big deal out of it, the world is not going to make a big deal out of it, right? So it's important. Once you finished your own video and submitted your own video, it's your responsibility to comment on your own video. Again, how to comment, what to comment, will guide you through. It's not just comment on your own video. The moment you do so, you'll do a huge self-evaluation exercise. And then you have to watch 2 other team members' videos, colleagues' videos, fellow participants' videos to comment on their videos as well. The more you do it, you will begin to realize things are going to shift for you. And then always update your leaderboard. How to update your leaderboard, we will be guiding you through everything. I am manually taking care. Okay. So all the points and all the comments and everything, I am manually taking care because I enjoy doing this. It's not just that I'm facilitating the sessions, but I also take care of all of the back end completely end to end. Okay. So, and finally, the most important one is lead your team. Lead your team. We will be dividing you into short teams. Every team will have their own names and all of those things will be organized in a beautiful manner. Please lead your team. Once between session 1 and session 2, we will be giving you the permission to choose who is going to be the captain of the team, who's going to hold everyone accountable, the vice captain supporting the captain, and the remaining team members are going to be counselors. As in, when the captain and the vice captain are not there, the counselor is going to take charge and ensure that the team is running well. So we're going to create that proper leadership structure right from the word go. Okay, all the leaderboard updates and every single thing. I want straight away every single one of us to lead every single time from the very first moment. So the fact that you're watching this entire video at this present moment, you are not just learning, you are learning how to lead by first leading yourself. And only then you can lead your skills, you can lead your fellow participants. It all starts from here. And this is the most important one. Take responsibility for yourself and for your team. If anybody's slacking behind, just make sure that they do it. They're doing all the action steps that it's needed. Every single task is well completed. Every single thing is mentioned in the group as well. Be very crystal clear about it, because at the end, you can win alone, but when you win together as a team, it's more fun, isn't it? And we are all here because each one wins for themselves and wins for others as well. And that's how together, as a group, as a family, as a proper batch, we are going to graduate, all of us together. So these are the promises that we need from your end. And again, I want you to really commit in the commit below that I commit and promise to follow every single thing that's mentioned. Do write that below, okay? And you will also see others as well writing this, so that way you'll know that so many people have already committed on this, okay? The final thing is the 360-degree transformation. Now, over the last 7 years, ever since I started in this journey of personal transformation, upskilling, learning, growing, here are the things that I've observed. The first thing is hyper skilling. The rapidly upskilling yourself faster than anyone in this world. Now, in order to make that happen, what I have learned in the last 7 years is what I'm giving you right now. And please note that we will be making you do all of these things. So you have nothing to worry. You're just absorbing right now. We will make you do it. I'm just telling you upfront so that you are aware. Hyper skilling happens when you do these three things put together. The first is meta learning. Meta learning is the process of learning how to learn. Okay. So in the sessions, we are gonna guide you through how to speak, how to start, how to organize, how to end, how to structure every single thing mentally. We are gonna make you do it literally within that session itself. Then once you have learned how to learn, that way you can learn literally anything in this world, isn't it? Like when I started out, I just knew Bengali, but then I started learning how to speak fluently in English, how to speak fluently in Hindi. Now I can speak Tamil little bit. I can speak Kannada. I can understand Telugu. I can speak slight Spanish. I have learned how to learn a language, and now I can learn anything. How to use a laptop, how to make a video, how to make a video entertaining and engaging as well. Again, because of the concepts of meta learning. But that's only the first phase. The next phase is when you get into something called as a total immersion. Total immersion is when all your five senses are involved, your mind is involved, and your soul is involved. Just by showing up in the live sessions, you will experience all of it. What I can guarantee you this, what you're going to learn and implement in that one single 2-hour session is something that you perhaps have not implemented in the rest of your life so far that you had before being a part of Speak2Lead. That's my guarantee. That's the way we have designed every single session. Now imagine building on it one session and one day after another. How is that going to feel? You're literally going to fast track things like never before. But that's not also everything. If you want to put meta learning and total immersion together, you got to understand the power of peak performance. So what happened is I suffered from dyslexia, and because of that, in college, I always had to take, let's just say we are learning a topic. So I would sit down and read the topic, learn the topic, make notes, understand, read, understand, process, reread a couple of references. It used to take me double the time to learn half of the topic. Whereas in my peers who were there, my college mates who were there, they were all stupendous in the way that they studied. They were so good that even before the teacher would write the name of the topic in the board, they already knew the entire topic end to end. And that was a gap that I had until I started working on it, and I fixed it to such an extent where I'm able to teach the exact same principles to you, where you will learn 4 times more in a quarter of time. When Yogeshwari and I were in Toastmasters, uh, of course, she had a fantastic club. The club where I joined, it was not really that good. That good as in terms of understanding who I am, where I need to be, it was not so. Now, while I loved speaking and I wanted to give four speeches per week, they wanted me to limit me to one speech every 2 weeks. That didn't help at all. I went on with the journey wherever I felt was best, transferred my membership to Yogeshwari's club. Although I was in Kolkata, got into a club in Chennai, which is again extreme Northeast India and South India. Everything was happening remotely, so it didn't make any sense anyway. So everything was remote, everything was virtual. So I was given the freedom to give as many speeches as I want, walk as fast as I wanted. And that made me realize these principles which you are going to experience. Again, like I mentioned, everything we have learned, we are just putting it through. You are going to learn 4 times faster, 4 times more effective, 4 times more, uh, again, peak performance. Okay. Now, if that is what peak performance is all about, now we complete the triad of meta learning, total immersion, and peak performance. So now let's break it down. We all have one mouth which we use to speak, 2 ears to listen, 10 fingers. And we're going to follow this very, very strong code of honor. Speak only when you are asked. Everyone is going to be given an opportunity to speak. In fact, you will speak far more than us, because we don't want to deliver a lecture or any of those things. It's an immersion. So we're just going to be giving you instructions and facilitating the whole thing, Yogeshwari and I. But you will get an opportunity to speak, but do so only when you are asked. The 2 years is for you to listen, observe, and absorb. How to do so, we're going to guide you step by step as well. And the 10 fingers is when you use to engage by typing or by showing. I'm going to tell you so much or so many times, give me a double thumbs up, or type certain words that I'm going to ask you in the chat box right now, like how I'm telling you to write I commit and all those things, right? This is exactly what we will be guiding you through in the session itself. So you have to keep that in mind. And finally, this is the most important one, the power of appreciation. One of the greatest books ever written in the world has been by Dale Carnegie. Dale Carnegie was this teacher, the professor. He used to conduct workshops and seminars in schools, colleges, and corporates back in the previous century. I'm talking about the 1930s and 40s. He used to run these seminars, which turned out to be world class, and to this date, they're considered as classics. His books include The Art of Public Speaking, How to Win Friends and Influence People. That's the most famous one. And then you have How to Improve Your Life by Public Speaking and by improving your confidence. Yeah, there are a lot of such books that he has written. Now, he has given some very, very simple, fundamental frameworks that work every single time. Now, I read his books back in 2018, 2019. Now, as a part of uh, our learning journey, Yogeshwari and I, we've started reading our reading journey yet again. And Yogeshwari gave me this assignment of reading Dale Carnegie's books yet again. When I'm doing my second read, I got to realize that I'm already implementing every single thing that he has mentioned. And Yogeshwari also told me that I'm reading the books and I'm seeing that you already implement all of these things. So that was a validation for me. The first and the biggest principle that he talks about in his book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, is appreciate others. Appreciate others. The power of appreciation, it can literally move mountains. I've seen that day in and day out with my life. I appreciate the garbage man who collects garbage, the person who fills petrol, the grocery seller, the person from whom I buy fruits, the delivery guy who delivers those quick commerce stuff at home. I appreciate them in some way or the other. Your hairstyle is looking too good. I really like the tattoo in your hand. No, your smile is really very, very contagious. How are you this inspiring? How are you this handsome? Even at times I'm walking on the road and I look at people and I want to appreciate, I just walk up to them and I'll be like, excuse me, sir, ma'am. I I mean, you don't know me. I'm a complete stranger. I just wanted to share something, if that's okay with your permission. More often than not, they say yes. And then I tell them, give them that appreciation and wish them a great day ahead. In this Speak to Lead life cohort, I want you to set the intention that you are going to appreciate your heart out, your soul out. If you're going to like someone, if you feel that someone is handsome, tell them that they're handsome. If you feel that they've spoken beautifully, tell them that they've spoken beautifully. If you felt some kind of a connection when they were sharing your story, tell them that you felt that connection. I want you to go all out on appreciation for the next couple of days. Can I get that commitment? Yes. Because if you do that, You will realize that you love appreciation. We all love appreciation. And every single time you witness someone speak, I want you to start appreciating. Obviously, we'll do so in the chat box and the comments in the groups, and then the chat box in the live session. Just by starting out with one good thing that you have liked in that specific speech, or the every time a person spoke. This is going to be mandatory. And again, guidelines step by step, we will be following it through. So, to summarize so far what all we have discussed in the ground rules, the exact foundational principles, I've gave you my top biggest lessons in my 7 years of life. Oh, luckily it's 7 lessons exactly. So crazy one. The 11 promises that we need from the 11 promises that we are giving you from our end, the promises that we need from your end, and the ultimate 360-degree transformation process. Now, please understand, the transformation begins from right now. How you do anything is how you do everything. So below, you will be finding those sequential self-discovery exercises. I want you to really go all in and just finish all of those steps exactly as it is mentioned. Again, if you have any kind of doubts at all, you have the group. Just drop a text. I'm going to be the one to respond. If I don't respond in the group, drop me a personal text. You already have my WhatsApp number. You're connected to me. Just drop me a personal text. I will share a voice note or a video to clarify your doubts. Again, I love doing more of interactive based stuff. So please feel free. You'll get a lot of videos from me as well. Ask your doubts, get your stuff clarified. And before our 30-day journey starts, make sure that you've done all of those exercises and you are all set with with make to make the next 30 days as the best 30 days of your life. With that, see you inside. Let's get started. All right. So that was me recording the entire follow-up orientation, as in the ground rules. Okay. So you have been watching this live. So I want you to write down, as you are watching this live, how did that make you feel? Okay. Important for me to know if you're watching this up until this point. Now, while I have finished with that particular video, now I realize that there is still some other things for me to work upon, as in there are still a couple of one video did not get processed properly, so I kind of have to re-record it all over again. So that's what we will be doing right now. So I'll just very quickly see what are those videos, and I will record it. Mind you, I have already hit the record button and I stopped the recording button. Now in the same live, I'm going to continue the same as well. So I'm just checking in. I gave my tasks to Clara, but for some reason, Clara is taking some more time to load. So I'm just waiting for the same. Again, here's a very interesting thing. Every single time I feel like I need to do something, I always create sticky notes or write things down digitally over notes, or schedule it in my calendar, remind it myself as a task. Or Yogeshwari loves to maintain a notebook for all our tasks. I love to keep everything digital so that I keep getting the notifications as and when I am checking in. And that's something that works beautifully for me. That way I don't have to remember, and I don't have to think, oh my God, I forgot this. I don't have to manually do any of those things. It really creates a toll. So, all right, now let's see. Okay, so the orientation foundation and the ground rules and all is done. Next, we're going to talk about one of the two exercises that we are going to be adding. One which I have to re-record, and we're adding another resource. So far we had added 11 resources in terms of the warm-up exercises. Today I'm going to be introducing a 12th one as well. And as and when I keep doing these exercises, I just keep adding them because I know eventually it's never enough to get to know yourself. And the more you do these exercises, the more you get to know yourself, and it's a game changer. It's a life changer, really. Whenever I do these exercises, it works like magic. And every 2 to 3 months, I try to revisit these exercises. Definitely once every 2 years, I do another roundup of all these exercises, because we are always evolving and growing. Okay, so let's get started. All right. We are going to talk about the Enneagram model. You see, every single time, whenever we are working on something new, the by default response of our primitive brain is fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of what if things go wrong, fear of what's the worst that can happen. That's the very, very natural state that every single, it's not just human beings, every organism in this planet are in. Now, Enneagram is one such personality assessment exercise that talks, that categorizes people into different types based on their core motivations and fears. So this is the exercise where you will have a series of questions. You will finish the questions, and at the end, you will get a report classifying you into one of these personality types. You can also get a hang of what is your specific personality types and the other personality types as well. Now, I don't know whether I pronounced the word Enneagram properly or not. Yogeshwari is the English expert. She will get me fixed for this, I'm sure. But don't focus on the pronunciation. Focus on what you're going to get as a part of going through this entire exercise. Okay. So finish that. The details are given below as usual. Go through the questions, click on the link, go through the questions, finish the entire exercise, get your report in your email, and then unsubscribe from that email because I don't want them to spam you completely. Again, I don't have any such sponsorships with any of these platforms yet. So again, that's why it's always better to keep your email spam free. So finish that, and I will see you in the next one. All right. So that's it. Simple. Okay. I like to keep it very, very simple, raw, honest, exactly as it is. Now, the next one is even more interesting one. I don't want to give any spoiler. Let's start the recording, and that's when I'll be sharing. Uh, okay. Okay. What was it about? I'll just check the notes. So at times, this is what happens sometimes. Okay. You get, okay. Okay. I got it. I got it. Yes. So let's go. One of the greatest exercises that I've ever been through, one of the greatest use of 15 to 20 minutes of my time was when I was able to get a score across all the different categories of life. Now, if I ask you, what is the most important thing for you? What is the most important category in your life? Is it health? Is it finances? Is it career? Is it relationships? Is it family? You will probably give me one answers, two answers, three, maximum four answers across specific categories. On a broad spectrum, we only focus on three things: health, wealth, and relationships, broadly. But there are these mentors that I have. I mean, the first time I got to know about them was again in 2019 through Mind Valley, Vishen Lakhiani. Their names are John and Missy Butcher, the perfect couple that I know. But it's not just that they are the perfect in terms of who they are, it's about the action steps that they have taken in order to create that perfect life every single day. Now, Mind Valley collaborated with John and Missy Butcher, and they came up with this very, very interesting exercise, which is called as the Life Introspect Assessment. What John and Missy Butcher found out was that our life is divided not just in these top three categories, but overall 12 categories, each of them interconnected with each other. Now, what we do is just because we give our attention to these one, two, or three major categories, we tend to slack back on the other categories. But what they have created as a part of their program is the 12 categories smart life. That way you can achieve all the goals that you want. Now, I don't want to get into too much of depth in what they are teaching. I want us to be focused on what we can extract from this whole exercise. So once you dive deep, you will be having a series of questions that they're going to ask you. Once you finish that entire series of questions, it's going to take you around 15 to 20 minutes, definitely more than 20 minutes to finish this. If you're doing this for the first time, I want you to really be honest and do this entire exercise, answer every single question with that very first instinct that you have. Don't think too much, just answer with that first instinct. Once that entire thing gets over, you will be getting a detailed, more than 6+ pages report with a proper pie chart, with a proper diagnosis of what are your top three categories that you are focused on, what are the categories that you are not focused on. And that exercise is going to give you a life score as well across all these categories. What we are trying to do is we are trying to create tangibility out of our life, which is again something which cannot be counted as such, We're just trying to create as much of tangibility and as many scores as possible. So as usual, the same rule applies. Finish, click on the link below, go and do the exercise. Once the exercise is done, download the report, upload the report again given below, and then unsubscribe to their email so that they'll not really bother you and disturb you with too much of emails. And you can mark that as spam as well, or no, don't mark it as spam. I mean, the quality of emails are really good, but just unsubscribe. I mean, you don't want them to keep sending you emails after emails, right? So again, I don't have any sponsorships or collaborations yet, but then it's an exercise that has changed my life, and that's what we thought of including it through. So with that, please make sure that you do all the things, and I will see you in the next one. That's it. So, which is very, very interesting, something that I enjoy. Okay. You see, while I was speaking, there are times when I fumble, there's times when I'm sneezing, my nose is blocked. There are times when I'm jumbling up with words. And that's absolutely fine. There are times when I'm looking up and I'm thinking and I'm still processing how to organize the thoughts and share. And that's fine as well. The logic of this whole journey is when you are able to be who you are, and you are always learning and growing in this journey. There's not a single speaker in this world who is perfect. In fact, I have attended quite a few seminars up until this point, and I have experienced speakers walking up to the stage and giving a perfect speech where they're receiving a standing ovation. They're getting multiple rounds of applause, but something is not connecting deep inside. Like it's not fully hitting right here. The objective of doing Speak to Lead, the objective of doing these daily lives is so that I can watch these videos and I can feel myself, the connection deep inside. And if I'm able to do so, I know every single one of you watching this are going to feel that for sure. And at some point of time, it's going to blow up big time. That's inevitable. I'm pretty confident about it. So if you watched up until this point, do let me know what are your thoughts and what's stopping you from joining Speak to Lead. Okay, because I want to get all those doubts also solved, all those questions also answered, one step at a time, one phase at a time. We are just taking things slowly in a big time right now. At this point of time, recording this, it's a Saturday, so it's going to be a long day. Today we're going to be having some podcasts to be recorded. A lot of stuff is going on at the back end, and again, you will get a first-hand access of all of it because anyways, doing it publicly live. Tomorrow, we are going to dive deep into something very interesting, which I'll announce right away. It's the power of modeling and mimicking the greatest people you adore and admire, or someone who resonates with you. How can that set the tone, and how you can add that micro skill in your toolbox to become a better communicator and a better speaker. Looking forward to meeting you live at 8:30 a.m. sharp. With that, this is Dr. Srideep. Love you so much. Take care, stay blessed. Have a great weekend.